Okay, I just started my recording.
Okay. Logo versus branding is going to be about, I'm gonna record on my end too. Okay, so high level, what's the difference so that I can do an intro of logo versus branding?
A logo is just like the tip of the ice. Logo is branding, but it's only the tip of the iceberg. It's not it's not the entirety of branding. Branding consists of so many other things. And the logo is basically your first impression. It's the first thing you see as a business.
Okay, and it's Copper Creative Theory?
Cover Theory Creative.
Copper Theory Creative. Caitlin, Copper Theory Creative. Okay. All right, I'm going to start and we'll just kind of go from there. And then if we feel like it's a good flow, what we can do is record your intro at the end.
Okay.
And then I'll know like that's where we splice.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay. Hi friends, Anissa here, and I am so excited to talk to you about the importance of a logo. Is it important? Let's talk about it. I have my friend Caitlin here of Copper Theory Creative, and we're gonna dive in all about logos and branding. Hey Caitlin.
Hi. So today I kind of wanted to talk about the difference between logo and branding. So if you asked just anyone the difference between logo and branding, would you be able to answer it? I think most of us would maybe say they're the same thing, or maybe the rest of us would be just straight up confused about what that answer should actually be. So I kind of wanted to explain the difference and why both are important. A logo it consists of two main components. It consists of a logo mark and a logo type. A logo mark is the icon used within your logo, so it's the graphic element of it. A logo type is the verbiage or type, what your logo or what your business is. And so a logo is just a small piece of your brand. It's the tip of the iceberg. It's the first impression. And so it's the thing that people see when the first impression. So when you open the door to your business, a logo and then branding, it kind of just rolls you through. And so a logo allows customers to quickly identify you. It creates consistency, it's professional, and it distinguishes you from others. It indicates a certain loyalty and emotional connection with your customer base as well. While branding is your entire business. It represents everything about who you are and what your business stands for. So it could be anything from strategy, purpose, demographic, product and packaging design, and then to customer service and the general feeling that your customer base feels when they initiate with your brand. So all in all, a graphic or a logo is a graphic element, but your branding is a combination of all of these pieces put together.
I love that. And I love that you highlighted that a logo is important, it has a lot of value, but it's such a small part because a lot of people, a lot of business owners like hiding behind their logo. They don't really like being out on camera and taking all the pictures and doing all the videos. So they like to put their logo first. Mm-hmm. And I love that you highlighted it's a small part of it because you really shouldn't hide behind your logo. It's something to help kind of have your sticker out there on the world, but it's not doing the talking for you. So I love that you separated the difference between a graphic and a brand. Mm-hmm. So what are like the big challenges you see with logos and branding where people get them confused?
Well, when it comes down to it, logo is, again, the first impression. And so sometimes people don't think logo is important as they really are. But if you're trying to gain new customers or a new customer base, you have to know what appeals to them. And so if you don't have that, or if you're not standing out from your competitors, you're not going to get that. And so when I should be able to take all of your branding pieces, all of your marketing, all of your promotional pieces, and lay them out on a table and connect the dots, put the puzzle together, I should be able to say, oh, Anissa, well, this is her logo, this is her branding, everything looks consistent, everything's together. You should be able to match. It's kind of like a family.
Perfect. That's great. So true that consistency is key, because if we see the logo, which again is a small part of the brand, you're able to identify with the overall brand and see that this is part of that family and it all makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the value of a logo and the difference between logos and branding, which is huge for us business owners to know, because we kind of get hung up on what our logo looks like. We feel like that's the statue of our business, and it's
it
like,
definitely has to represent you, because it's every, it's the first thing. It's the first thing people see. And so once you put that all together, it's gonna make you stand out. From my business with Copper Theory Creative, I actually put you through an extensive design process when designing a logo. I make you answer a logo questionnaire, and it kind of differentiates you from the crowd or from other people who are just not maybe ready yet. And one of the most common or frequent comments I get about this is, wow, I haven't even thought about that. Well, that's why I'm here.
that's great. Well, thanks so much. That is why you're here. And I love all of the creatives that you have. And it's just, it helps business owners and store owners really get their identity down. And it's such a confidence booster when you have a brand and a logo consistency and it matches your tone and your personality, because then it's just a streamless experience for your customers. And that's
as well as your employees too.
Exactly.
Because not only if it creates a loyalty with your customer base, then your employees believe in you. It motivates them.
Very true. And I think that a lot of people get hung up on how they want the logo to look, but we all need to take a step back and realize it's not about us. It's about the people we serve.
Exactly. And I'm here to help you with the design process. So if you might be stuck, I can help you move to the next level.
All right. There you go, friends. We have Caitlin here in our corner to help us out. All right. Thanks so much, Caitlin. I appreciate it. We'll talk to everyone later. Bye. Okay. Do you want to do your intro?
Sure. Yeah.
Were you comfortable?
Keep the ball rolling, right? Like I should just be recording. Okay, cool. Yeah. Yeah. I thought it was fine. What did you think?
Yeah. I think we're just getting the hang of it. So
yeah. I think that the why branding is important, logo versus branding, and like brand consistency are all going to kind of fall into the same category in a way. And so I think it might sound a little repetitive, but at the same time, if you're going to chop it, I'd rather have the actual consistency going on. So
okay.
That works for me. Okay, so let me just hold on. Take a sip of coffee,
And you can just say, I'm a marketing strategist.
You are?
Yeah, you don't have to put my business name.
Okay. Okay, cool. I'll write that down. Okay. Any plans for the weekend?
It's my husband's first weekend off. He's been studying and working. So it's his first, he took his test Wednesday. So now he's done. And it's been like this since March. So it's been crazy.
What's he doing?
He was originally testing for, he's a police officer. He was testing for detective and he made that. And then the sergeant spot opened up. So he's testing for sergeant and he finished that test Wednesday.
Nice. So that's exciting.
It is. I would prefer detective. He would prefer sergeant. So
cool. Both sound cool. All right. I think I'm ready.
Okay.
Hi guys, my name is Caitlin Penny and I am the owner and graphic designer at Copper Theory Creative. I started my design business in 2016. We're a full service graphic design and printing business. I specialize with graphic on let me do that again. Yeah, it's okay. I got about halfway through. That's pretty good. It's basically my elevator pitch, so it's not too hard.
Yeah, I would say if you're sharing this on your social media, people should already know about you. I would just go into kind of like what I did, where I was just like introducing myself quickly. Because it's like, you wouldn't go to your friends and say your elevator pitch. Because if you're putting this on your social media, they're technically your friends already. So
Okay, cool. All right. Hi guys, my name is Caitlin Penny and I am the owner and graphic designer of Copper Theory Creative. We are, okay. So what is your opinion? Let me just ask you real quick. It's just me. There's no we. Should I say we still?
um if it gives you comfort,
It
and
doesn't. I mean, I write everything like that, but it's just like, I don't know, looking for.
so with my approach of marketing, I sell myself.
Okay.
So that's why I was like, you don't have to say my company. Most of my clients don't even know my company name until they get the invoice. So they just know, oh, I have a gal that can help you, or oh,
That's
I
usually
know
how it
Anissa.
works for me too. They usually call it Copper Creative, which is fine with me. It's actually what I wanted to name it to begin with, but also there's other people with that name, so I can't exactly change.
Yeah, I would recommend highlighting just you, because then they feel like when they're buying the product, or they're buying, like when I know I'm going to work with a creative person, I'm working with you, versus the, well, who's the we?
Right, that's fair. Okay. All right. Hi guys, my name is Caitlin Penny and I own Copper Theory Creative. I specialize in graphic design and print services. We do graphic design with marketing in mind. I've always known I wanted to be a designer, and one of my favorite things to ask clients is, when's the last time you updated your logo? Because if it's older than me, it's about time. So I specialize in logo design, and I help startup businesses evolve their brand and carry that brand through business and branding collateral.
Okay, so do you want to do the whole, hey, I'm Caitlin and I have Anissa here, so that we can
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay.
Second time podcasting, sorry.
It's okay.
You said you are a, so what we're just going to discuss, or I guess, so how should I say it then? I have Anissa. Do you want me to say Anissa or your last name?
You can just put Anissa.
Okay, and marketing strategist, did you say?
Strategist.
Yeah. Sorry, I don't know why I said it like that. Marketing strategist. And so should I just say that stuff and just say, I'm here today with Anissa. She's a marketing strategist, and we're going to discuss.
Yes, you could say, hey, everybody, Caitlin here. And I have, we're going to talk about logos. Is your logo older than me? Then it's time to update it. I have Anissa here, a marketing strategist that's in Arizona, and we're going to talk about like whatever feels natural. Like you don't have to say Arizona, just whatever feels natural when you're talking. Like as if we were at a cocktail party and you're like, oh, and here's Anissa, you know, like that.
So do you want me to do my intro first, or should I put you at the end, or?
I already have your intro. So
you like that? Okay, cool. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure. Oh, okay. Sorry, I screwed it up. Okay.
No, we just need my intro so that.
Well, hey guys, I'm Caitlin and this is Anissa. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I'm overthinking all of this. I'm just like, oh, okay. No worries. Okay. Hey guys, I'm Caitlin Penny and this is Anissa. She's a marketing strategist in Arizona, and today we're going to talk about logos.
Yay! All right. So I'm just going to block this so that I know to slice there. Okay, so then the other one
is a great strategy.
Yeah, because it all runs together. Why branding is so why branding is. Let's go to. Let's talk about BU.
Okay. Yeah. So this one's really fun for me, actually. It applies to like everyone's business, so it's pretty.
Yeah. So with this one, we're gonna make it more of a conversation. So rather than you presenting like bullet points, it's going to be like you saying something and then I jump in and we just kind of feed off of each other, just like what we're doing now.
Perfect.
So that will help. So I'm gonna do my intro. Do you want me to say Copper Creative?
Copper Theory Creative.
Copper Theory Creative or Copper Creative?
Copper Theory Creative.
Okay.
Um, you can say Copper Theory if you want.
Copper Theory. Okay.
Yeah. I just have to get that theory in there because there's someone else that has Copper Creative. She's in Mississippi, but that's fine.
Okay. Okay. I am going to do my intro. One, two, think. Okay. Okay. Hey there, are you being you? Yes, you. I'm talking to you. Are you being you to your audience? Hey everybody, I'm Anissa and I have my friend Caitlin here of Copper Creative Theory, and we are so excited to talk about what it means to be genuine and being you and how that's going to support your brand and connecting with your audience. Hey Caitlin.
Hi, how are you?
So good. I'm excited because I love this topic. And I know that you have like the best creative space to just talk about this for days. And our personalities are a lot alike. And I know that I jokingly say, like, not everybody's going to be my person because not everybody can handle all of this. That's okay. So I'm glad that I found a fellow creative that's right there with me. I think we're kind of a beast of our own here.
I'm so glad we met. I feel like the same. We have so much in common, and when it comes to design and marketing, it just flows out, you know.
Yeah, so there's so much importance behind just being you. And I know we talked about logos and branding and especially how people love to hide behind it. I'm guilty of that. I loved hiding behind my logo. Like I would put my logo as my profile picture and not me. Like I did not like being out there. But then I realized that people, my audience, are wanting to know more about me, not so much my logo. My logo is one part of this whole thing that I have going on.
Mm.
So let's chat about that. Let's get into a deeper dive about what it means to be you and be just that authentic self to your audience.
Awesome. So when you have a logo, I mean, I know that it's something very important to you. There's a reason you pick the colors, the fonts, everything about it is you. And so there's no reason not to showcase yourself along with it, especially if you're the business owner. I mean, it only makes sense to me. And something that's extremely hard sometimes is to stand out from your competitors. And with that being said, I mean, design even too. Oh my gosh, there's so many designers out there, and beginners and entry level to senior directors and things like that. And the world is full of creative people, but everyone has to have their own brand. So you have to find a way to stay out or stand out. And it may not be easy, but you can do it.
That's so true. It's not easy. It's not, because I think we are all so concerned about how we're going to be perceived. So then we overthink things. And I thought of my logo as almost me getting dressed. Like, okay, this is how I'm going to accessorize it, but is this too much? Does it fit? Is it appropriate for where I'm going? Is this too extra? So then it gets overwhelming. And that's what's great about having the creative members of our business community like you that can help like put that together and make it make sense for us.
And this is such a great topic because it doesn't matter what kind of business owner you are or what products you're selling. This applies to all. And so some of the things that you can do are, as an owner, you find out what's trending in the industry, no matter who you are, and you keep up to date. And those are really important things, but just so you can stay educated. I mean, it only goes so far. 100% you should do these things, but you have to also try and experiment and find out what works for you.
That's so neat. So what are two things that we can give to our viewers today that they can try to really put themselves more into their logo and into their graphics to represent themselves?
I would say one especially is, what do you want to be known for? It seems like such a simple question, but you may offer all these kinds of services, but what is the one thing that you really like? You can offer other things and you can create programs for those, but what is the one thing that you want to be recognized for? I would think about that one, and then possibly maybe we give an add-on, like explain your work. For instance, as a designer, when I put people, I want to be known for logo design. So when I put people through the process, I make them answer a questionnaire. I give out this free questionnaire that maybe some design agencies would probably charge you for a sit down. And it helps me. It helps me understand you as a customer or a client. And I sit there, and once you've got this figured out, I know you're serious, for one. And then for two, it puts you through this like whirlwind of, why am I actually doing this? And so it creates a bond between us that I understand. And I actually sit there and listen for keywords while I'm doing that, to define your style, to define how you want your audience to feel, to define just what kind of, if your business is super professional, is it a little bit fun? Is it a mix of both? And so just, explain yourself, because there's going to be something in there that differentiates you.
I love it. So that's really neat. And for all of you out there, like, I hope you're taking notes, because school is in session right now. Like, this is great, because when you're thinking about your logo, you hit on two really good things that we can start doing at any level. If you already have a logo established, you can revise it. Or if you're at that starting point, this is great for you to launch at this point. So
right. The starting point too is, it gives you a chance to start with a base, and then you can always find a way to elevate yourself too.
Love it. Yes. So the first thing is, answer that daunting question of, what do you want to be known for? That's huge. And then the second is, understand the journey of the intimate design, that it's not just I want this color because I like this color. It's more of knowing your audience and feeding into this whole visual, and that it's much more than just colors and design elements, that it is a representation of you. And that is huge. I love it.
And even as a business that's non-design too, you can take that part is, what do you want to be known for? And then to give your customers something to remember, give them the add-on of whatever product or service that is, and roll with it, and they'll remember you for that.
Great. All right. Well, there you go. Now you know the importance of a logo and how it is so valuable to just be you in your business, be you in your brand, and be you in your design. All right, guys, we'll talk to you later. Bye.
That was good.
Okay. I like it. That was be you. Okay. So we did be you. We did logo versus branding. Do you want to do your intro for that?
So there's an intro for every one of them?
It would just be hey, I'm Caitlin, and here's Anissa, and we're going to talk about...
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Sorry, still trying to...
No, it's okay, because that one would be for my audience, because
okay, sounds
I
good.
went first.
Marketing strategist. Okay. Hey guys, this is Caitlin Penny, and I have Anissa here, and she is a... this is good practice. This is good practice. I might have to speak at an event in November, and I'm like, oh God, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Hey guys, this is Caitlin Penny with Copper Theory Creative, and I have Anissa here. She's a marketing strategist in Arizona, and we today are going to talk about why logo design is important and how you can be you.
All right.
Oh, you should be on radio. Just kidding.
What's the next one? Why branding is important.
We do why branding is important. See what I got here. Why it's important to know your audience. I think that'll be a good one that we can go back and forth on. Brand consistency. Then I've got how to use fonts, white space. It's okay to say no.
Let's do brand consistency, and then we'll wrap up with why is it important to know your audience. I think that would be a good transition. Brand consistency. Okay, brand consistency. What is brand consistency?
Okay, so good question. Just kidding. It's just sometimes it comes so easy in my head, and then putting it on paper last night, it was like, oh God, okay. It's basically the repetitiveness of your brand. So everything. I don't know if you want me to touch on what a brand is again.
No, I like the repetitiveness of a brand.
Okay. And it's about, it's more than just, having your logo again, your message, your values, your customer experience. You want all that to be consistent, and that is your brand, basically. And so when you have brand consistency, it
Okay.
builds trust, loyal.
Okay. Sorry, I'm thinking through
Oh,
it.
that's okay. I was doing the same thing.
Um, okay. Okay. I'm going to start. Hey there, are you being consistent? Seriously, are you being consistent with your brand and in your business? This is a big question. I'm going to start over because I don't like the way that sounds.
Yeah. Was that you or was it me?
It was me.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Okay. Hey there, friends. Are you being consistent? Seriously, it's a big question. Are you being consistent with your brand and in your business? I have Caitlin here, and she is going to tell us. I'm going to stop because I don't like the way I did the pause between Caitlin, like I didn't know who you were.
Well, like,
yeah, that was like, I don't know. Okay. Hey friends, are you being consistent with your brand? Big questions here. And I have my friend Caitlin that's going to talk to us all about, oh my God, nope, I don't like that.
I'm glad we're doing this together. You made me feel like so nervous last week. I was like, okay, it's know that we're really humans. Yeah.
Yeah, and like it takes me like literally an hour to film like 2 minute videos. Like it's ridiculous. Okay, so
this roll the flow here.
Brand consistency. I want to say, are you being consistent? I have my friend Caitlin here, and we're going to talk about brand. Okay, let's try this again. All right. Hey there, friends. Are you being consistent with your brand and in your business? I have my friend Caitlin here, and we are going to talk all about brand consistency and why you need to make sure you're doing this in your business today. Like today, start today if you're not doing these things. All right, let's jump on in. Hey, Caitlin, how's it going?
Hey, and thanks for such a cool intro. So brand consistency is so important. As a small business owner or a large business owner, you have to have consistency. So when you have a brand, you have more than just a logo. It's just the logo is just the tip of the iceberg. While when you think of a brand, it's your message, it's your business values, it's your business cards, your customer experience. It's everything you want them to feel. I can go on and on about voice and demographic and all kinds of things like that. But at the end of the day, you want all of those things to be repetitive and say the same thing. You have to find a way to get the message across.
So true. And I know it gets kind of awkward when you're like, oh, I already said this, or oh, this intro's the same, or this picture looks the same. But that's so important because your audience needs to see that consistency to identify with you. The social media world is so busy and chaotic. So you're doing a favor to your audience by being consistent.
Yeah, you have to keep in front of them at all times. And so you have to be in the back of their mind. You want to be the number one person that they think of when someone asks, do I need, a graphic designer? And it comes down to doing this over and over. You may know your story over and over because you're you, but who says that, someone 2 weeks from now is going to remember why you're doing what you do and why your brand is what it is.
That is so important. I love the way you said that because even if it's as we grow our audience and we bring on new people, they may not know our stories. So it's our duty to share with them our journey and bring them and invite them on this journey with us, but also to remind those that started off with us that may have forgotten why we're doing what we're doing. So constantly engaging with your audience is so important. And brand consistency is a way that they can identify, oh, this is that person, and have them see that all the time.
Yeah, I mean, think about it like this. So you have your brand, you know what you stand for, and you've done a lot of research about, your clientele. And so when you do that, you identify things like what age these people are, the gender, the what appeals to them, what kind of products they're buying. And when you identify all of this, you have to create a message that's consistent to appealing to what they notice. I mean, nowadays it's pretty ridiculous. The online attention span for the web, on the web, it's about 8 seconds. And so, what are you supposed to do with that? You've got to get your message across and without people forgetting or just scrolling past you.
The web, I love that, by the way. I'm going to start saying that. And I'm going to start saying the Facebook and the Instagram.
I'm only 27, I swear.
But I came across something that, I came across this article, and it was saying that we scroll through as much content a day as it's equivalent to the height of the Statue of Liberty.
Oh my gosh, wow.
I know. I feel like we have like really strong hands.
And I've read that you probably see, I think it's 3,000 to 5,000 ads a day. Can you believe that? Like, I can't even comprehend that. Wow.
It's intense, and it goes back to what I was saying, that social media is such a chaotic and loud environment. And if that were a physical place, like if that were the mall, that would be an experience that you wouldn't want to go through again. It would be so overwhelming. So again, it's our duty to have that brand consistency, to give our audience some reassurance and some comfort and calmness in that chaos, to say, who this is. You don't, when you see this color, when you see this logo, when you see this design, that that's Caitlin or that's Anissa, and that's a safe place.
Right. And you have to do that over an extended amount of time because, I mean, that's what it is. It's brand consistency. And so when you do this, though, it invokes emotion in your readers, whether they like it or not, they're going to remember you. And then even then, it's going to build the trust and the loyalty, which, from the ones that are following you.
Yeah. And it's all about finding your people. It's about finding your tribe. And once you find them, just serving them and loving on them and being there for them and being their safe space.
Yeah, and the funny part about this is you already know that. You already know who those people are. So you know what to do. You just have to do it.
Exactly. You know what to do. You just have to do it. Okay, so we know what we have to do. We just have to do it. So give us 2 things that we can start doing today that can just help us be consistent. Like, what are your 2 hot tips that we can just start implementing right now?
Make sure all of your messaging is the same to start, whether it's your mission statement or what you're offering. It has to be the same, especially for the same audience. They're going to remember you by those things. Oh yeah, I can get 20% off. Oh yeah, they do this and help. They're a humanitarian corporation. The second thing would be is make yourself a branding or style guide. I think it's super important when you have a logo. I actually provide this for my clients. I give you a kind of guide that tells you what fonts, what colors, what graphic elements that we use in your logo that you can apply to the rest of your brand. And so when you do that, it creates consistency. And then it's also a great tool for everyone else that is going to help you become successful, like a web designer. They're going to want to know those kinds of things.
So true. I love including that in our agency as our branding board, where we have exactly what you were saying. And that's what we work with you on, is getting that consistency look, just making sure everything looks smooth, but also adding to it photos and visuals that support a tone, so that when we hand it off to other members, we all know what's the message and the tone we're setting. It's not an obvious, okay, this is person A and this is person B. We want it to be very cohesive in a team.
Right. It's almost like a professional mood board.
There we go. I like it. All right. So there are your 2 hot tips that you can start doing today. And you want to recap them?
Make sure your message is consistent, and 2, make yourself a branding or style guide.
Woo! There we go. All right, friends. We will see you later. Thanks so much. Bye. Okay. That was fun.
Yeah. I think we're getting better as we go.
Right? Number 4. Okay, do you want to do your intro of me?
Yes. Which one are we doing? Oh, we're doing brand consistency, right?
Yeah, just to intro so that you can use this.
I was choked on coffee. That would have been fun. Change it up halfway through. Hey guys, I'm Caitlin Penny and I am the owner of Copper Theory Creative. Today I have Anissa here. She is a marketing strategist. Strategist.
On the web.
On the web. Oh God, that was great. I was like, am I a grandma? Okay. All right. Hi guys, this is Caitlin Penny here. That's weird. Okay. This is, that's weird. Hey guys, I'm Caitlin Penny and I'm the owner of Copper Theory Creative. Today I have Anissa here and she is a marketing strategist in Arizona. Today we're going to talk about brand consistency.
Strategist.
Saying strategist, it's the weirdest thing I've ever. Where did I even get that from? Okay, one more time. Hey guys, Caitlin Penny here. I'm the owner of Copper Theory Creative, and today I have Anissa. She is a marketing strategist in Arizona, and today we're going to talk about brand consistency.
Yay!
Strategist. I'm gonna never forget that. Okay, it's like one of those things. It's like you never, like when you write down a word on a piece of paper and you say it out loud differently. Like I always say photographer instead of photographer.
Mine is Colonel. I always say
Colonel.
Okay, I think the last one is, why is it important to know your audience?
It's going to be so fun for us. It's so easy. I think it's another one that applies to everybody. And so it's important to know your audience. Kind of touches on the last thing we just talked about because it creates a sort of brand consistency. And you kind of figure out what messages your audience or people care about. So you kind of connect the dots and the product and the person match. Okay. It's almost like, this is going to be like my one-liner, but it's almost like reading minds.
I like it. Let me figure out the intro. Okay. Okay.
What does your shirt say?
Happy
Oh.
I like, so I just have like these cardigans like around. Anymore. Like I just throw these on.
Yeah, why not? It looks professional.
I'm like wearing shorts.
I thought about it too. I was like, do I just have to put on a fancy shirt?
Yeah, I was like, I don't, or I'll just like throw on a dress to record. I'm like,
yeah.
As long as I have my face and hair, I'm like,
perfect.
Okay, I'm gonna start off with my intro and then we'll just go into it. And this is knowing your audience for messaging and what?
So once you build a profile for someone and you know what they're looking for, you know how to sell yourself. Does that make sense? You know how to sell your products and services if you know who's paying attention.
Ultimately, how to get traffic. Okay. So how to connect with your audience through right messaging to get you the traffic you want. Okay. 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 Hey there. So who do you think you're talking to? Seriously, who do you think you're talking to? That's the question right now that we're going to explore with Caitlin over here, that we're going to talk about who are you talking to and how to frame the perfect messages and support your brand for your target audience to get that great traffic to your store or your business. Hey, Caitlin, how's it going?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
Good, good. So we're going to talk all about who are we talking to and how to frame that message.
All right, so it's super important to know your audience. It applies to every business owner and it applies to everything you want to sell, whether they're services or products. So once you kind of figure out the messaging and the content people care about, you sound like you know what you're talking about, and you know how to market that.
Okay. Let's start over.
Yeah, I didn't like it either.
And I didn't introduce myself, so I was like so focused on that.
Kind of stumbled with that.
No, I was so fixated on how I didn't introduce myself.
Oh, yeah.
I don't like the way I said I have Caitlin over here. I do like the who are you talking to, but am I framing this right? Is that what we're going to talk about, is messaging?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so who do you think you're talking to? No, seriously. Who do you think you're talking to? Because that's so important for getting the right message. And hi, everybody. I'm Anissa, and Caitlin's joining us. Do you want me to say your business?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, Caitlin's joining us from Copper Theory Creative. And we're going to talk about the importance of knowing your audience. Okay. We'll see.
Hold on. Okay, all right.
Okay. Who are you talking to? Seriously, who are you talking to? This is so important because we need to know who our target audience is so that we're getting our messages across. Hey everybody, I'm Anissa, and Caitlin's here joining us from Copper Creative Theory, and we're going to talk all about knowing your target audience and framing messages.
It's Copper Theory Creative.
What did I say?
Copper Creative Theory. I think you said it in the last one, and I totally forgot to say anything, but that's okay. Doesn't really matter.
Copper Theory.
You can just say Caitlin. It's fine. I don't really mind.
Okay. Was that intro decent though?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I cannot believe I messed that up. Sorry. Okay. 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 Who do you think you're talking to? No, seriously. This is the question. Who are you talking to? Knowing your target audience is super important for getting your message across. So we're going to talk all about that today. Hey everybody, I'm Anissa, and Caitlin here is joining us to talk all about key messages and knowing your audience and that brand consistency. Hey Caitlin, how's it going?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
Good. So let's dive in. We're going to talk all about the power of knowing your target audience and how to get those messages across.
All right, so it is very important to learn your audience and know them. And I split that up because it's very important. Once you kind of learn what your messaging is and what your audience cares about, you know how to talk to them. And it's almost kind of like reading minds. And so when you kind of learn their likes, dislikes, goals, business values, and then you understand them. So it kind of helps with the whole process, and it helps them be loyal to you, and it helps you stay in the forefront of their mind and what they're trying to accomplish.
Yeah, so true. It's important to really have that intimate relationship with your ideal customers so that you know the ins and outs of their personality so that you can show up as the expert, but also as a friend and as a servant leader to just be there to serve them with your business, with your products, and be that solution to their problems.
Right. And so once you kind of learn these things, you'll be able to establish more leads because people feel like they understand you and you understand them. And then you're also going to get more customers because, the leads feel like you understand them, if that makes sense. And so when you get more referrals, you're on a roll.
Yeah, so true. So I like it because it allows you to have those conversations just so naturally and organically that it doesn't feel like you're a character or you're putting on a show. It's just you being you. And we talked about that, the power of being authentically you. And your audience, they know when they're being sold to, and they know when they're being supported. It's exactly. We see thousands of ads on social media. We see thousands of pitch videos. So we know as consumers what's being put in front of us. and it's exhausting. So seeing that support is a great feeling, but the power behind it goes into knowing your audience and knowing the messages so that you can connect with them.
Right, and you just plain gotta get to know them. I mean, it's very simple. I mean, if you're gonna put the work in, if you're gonna have this business that you're running, you've got to know, who's paying attention. And so when you kind of have like that sort of profile built, you know what they're looking for.
Yes, you cannot be best friends with a stranger.
Yeah, yeah. You have to establish the relationship, and once you have that down, then there's a kind of customer business loyalty going on.
So, what are two things that our viewers can start doing today to really help them get to know their audience and start framing these messages?
Okay, so I want to start this by saying you should definitely have your brand established already. And so once you already do that research of who's paying attention, how old they are, what their interests are, things like that, you can kind of create a customer persona. And so take a step back, don't be the business owner for a minute, and say, if I was a customer for you, who would I be? And so kind of write up like a fake resume even and write, these are my likes, these are my dislikes, this is what I look for, this is how old I am. And that kind of like establishes a base for who you need to market to, where your ads need to be running, what time of day do they wake up, so when you need to post on social media. And then two, once you get to know those people and you have a base or a sort of list of who they are, conduct a survey. Their opinions may change. Opinions change all the time. But as they grow, they're going to still remember you. Your business is growing as well. But slight things may change that you not maybe so simple to the viewer, but you may, as a business, be a little dated in your messaging, or just as time goes on. Does that make sense?
Yes. So, really having that customer avatar. So, what
Right.
we do at my agency is we name the person and we build everything around her.
Yeah.
So, if the customer avatar, like for example, one of my clients has a customer avatar that's Tina.
You actually seen them? That's so cool.
Yes. So, whatever we decide to do when we are putting an ad together, when we're putting together a, an Instagram grid, and we look at it and we're saying, is Tina going to like this?
Right.
And we always have to answer, will she like it? And if the answer is no, then we don't do it.
Yeah.
So there's so much power in giving that avatar a name, because again, you're inviting the audience into this experience, and it's a journey that you very much need them to be on with you.
Makes it real. Yeah.
Yeah. And then about the surveys, I love that idea. And a great way that all of you can start doing this today is engaging with your audience online.
Right.
Doing stories on Facebook and Instagram. There's the little feature that you can ask questions. We do that here with our clients' posts, and we get so much engagement. And the funniest one for me,
survey on Twitter too, right?
oh, yes, perfect. Yeah, there's so many options out there, but the key is engagement because, like you said, people change their opinions all the time. We are so influenced by everything that's going around, and there's a lot going around. So we change constantly, and how businesses have access to that change is through social media engagement, seeing how people respond, seeing what they like and what they don't like, and adjusting and pivoting to meet their needs. Because again, it's not about you, it's about them. So you might like this, but if they're not responding, you need to change.
Mm-hmm.
So there we go. There are two things that you can start doing today to start really getting a better understanding of your audience and crafting these messages to connect with them. So we are so excited. Thank you, Caitlin, for sharing. I love everything that you are doing. Just so you all know, Caitlin is my friend over here, and she is an amazing graphic designer. That's just one of the things that she's all about. Caitlin, can you tell us about your business and all that you're doing?
Sure. My business is Copper Theory Creative. So we are a full service graphic design and printing business. And so my specialty is logo design. And one of the things I love to ask people is your logo older than me? Because It's time for an update then. So when we really try to create brand consistency throughout all kinds of collateral, and with that, Copy Theory Creative.
Yay! All right, there you have it, friends. We will see you later. Bye. Okay. Boom.
That's good.
Okay. I have this recording, but I'd like for you. Oh, let's record your intro to this. We didn't record your intro.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Okay.
Brand consistent. No, not that. Why it's important to know your audience. Wrong one. Okay. Hey guys, this is Caitlin Penny. I am the owner of, we're going to restart this. Okay. We did all of those things and I can't still do a proper introduction. Strategist. Okay.
Sagittarius.
Hey guys, I'm Caitlin Penny and I'm the owner of Copper Theory Creative. Today I have Anissa here. She is a marketing strategist in Arizona and we're going to talk about why it's important to know your audience.
Okay. Alrighty.
Fun. It's not as bad as I thought it would be.
It's 10 o'clock. I would say it took us about, 10 minutes to get situated. So in 50 minutes, we recorded 5 videos.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Thanks for putting this on me. I really appreciate the 30 things you can talk about for 2 minutes too, because it was a lot easier than I thought it would be. And now I have social media content.
So I would say my homework encouragement for you is when we're done here for you to keep recording some of those other pieces we didn't get to.
Okay.
And think of it as if I'm still here. Okay. And just record it. I mean, you can continue it on the Zoom when I leave.
Okay.
And knock out some more videos.
Okay.
Because right now you still have that video recording high.
Yeah.
And you're comfortable and you're kind of in the zone. So if you break away and say you'll do it later, you won't.
Perfect.
So I'm going to go record some videos because I kept saying I was going to record this week and I haven't until now. And I was like, yeah.
You do one every week?
So I try to do Thursdays because I have an early meeting.
Yeah.
So I get ready for that meeting.
Okay.
And that ends at 10. And then I try to do from 10 to 12 recordings. And then I post those the following week.
Cool.
It is my goal to, I feel like, how in the heck am I going to do this? But it's my goal to have a video every other day.
Yeah, that's.
But it's so much pressure to talk. And then I'm like, am I too repetitive? And I don't know. But, I have a lot of new followers and friends this week that I didn't have last week. So them.
Cool.
So we'll see. But I am going to do 1, 2, 3. I have 3 videos that I'm going to record right now.
Nice.
So
you can pull out my notebook. What else is on that list?
Yeah, seriously. I'm going to print out my list so I know what I have to work with too. And try to commit to doing at the least amount, the lowest amount, 3 videos. At the highest number, I would say 5, because then you're going to start getting burnt out.
Okay. All right.
But if you do 5 videos with these 5, that's 10 videos. That's 3 weeks of content that you're done.
That's a lot. Yeah.
That's a lot. And you would have that done in 2 hours.
Yeah, that's amazing.
And then what I do is while I'm editing these and rewatching them, I take sound bites and I make posts about it.
That's pretty
And then, depending how you have your website set up, you could also transcribe these and put them as a blog.
Nice.
So
redo my website.
There's a lot to do with, there's a lot of power behind video. I hate it all, but.
Well, thank you for making me do this.
It sounds good though. I don't look at myself, so I don't know how I look, but we sound good.
Yeah.
And it sounds like we've done this several times, so I don't feel like it's robotic or awkward. I
was worried about that, but I think it's Again, I think it's me sitting home alone.
Well, I think another thing, maybe we can open it up to the group. I don't know. There's I don't know. We can open it up to the group. You saw that? I do not have a poker face.
Yeah.
So, there is a gal in our group that does videos, and she is quite
Oh yeah.
quite intense with her profession. So
Yeah, she is.
so it's a bit intimidating. I will say, I will take the blame of my view of the situation. I find it intimidating there. I'll put that out there.
She's just like very, yeah, I know what you mean. It's not a bad thing, and I've actually not seen any of the video. I should stop recording this, but you'll cut it out. But no, I've not actually seen any of her work, but she's very professional, so I give her that. But
Yeah, I haven't seen her work. So
it might not even be, I mean, this is marketing though, so you could be like, this is a tip, but I would post, you know what I would do? I would post in our group as far as Facebook goes and stuff and say, here's a homework task, just like you've given me. There's nothing wrong with that. And you're a marketer, so it's not like you can't do video. I mean, it's part of what you do.
Well, I think it would be fun if we could open it up to the group.
And maybe ask her if she has any suggestions.
Yeah, but also, like, does anybody want to join us for a coffee chat and we have a topic?
I don't think there's anything wrong with that. No, I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Because Tish's thing is like a mastermind, and I don't want us to go on and talk about our problems. I want us to throw out a topic and we all share our input on it.
I think it's a fun project. Honestly, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. It's not having, and it's not like a paid, I mean, you're not asking people for like a fee for it. Like you're not.
Yeah, I think it would be interesting if like we just did like a 5-minute coffee chat where we threw out a topic and we all talked about it and we could just share it on our social media.
Yeah, I would just put it on the calendar and post it in there and say, this is what we're doing if you want to join us. I think people would join us. So
yeah, because I could see us doing, I could see us doing this again because I enjoyed it. I mean,
yeah, I thought it was fun. I was like over prepared probably, but
but you know what? That's how it is. Let me just say this. That's just how it is with video. And I have found I psych myself out too much.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you're going to talk to somebody, you don't have bullet points. I mean, you know your stuff. Right. That's why you started your business. You know it. I mean, you don't lack knowledge in it. So you had to like create walk around bullet points. Yeah. So I think we just psych ourselves out. And then afterwards it's like, wait, it was that easy? So what are the 3 videos you're going to record?
I'm looking at the list right now and I'm not sure. See, I think you picked really good ones. I remember thinking that when you sent it back, like the bolded ones, I was like, yeah, those are good.
I like the white space one because that
I think I might just do the other 2 that we didn't, or the other 3 that we didn't do. Really? Hold on.
Why branding is important.
Did we not do that one? Oh, I guess we didn't. Yeah, I think that'll be it. I mean, I wrote out an entire outline for everything, so I might as well just do those ones.
Might as well use it, and then take some of those pieces that you wrote and make graphics out of them. I mean, that's your world, and then post those too.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
All right. So this recording, I have my recording, and I'll just check out the 2 and see.
Right. So do you want me to keep going on this one and then just find out how to export it and send it to you, even if I do these 3?
Can you start a new one?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that's fine.
And then
I didn't know if you wanted like I have no idea.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm going to pause recording now. It'll still let us talk, but. Okay.
And then if you're struggling with the Zoom recording situation, then just do it on your phone.
Yeah, I think it's okay. I'm gonna press stop, but I don't know if that'll stop the entire thing from, like, if I press stop recording. I'm not sure if it ends well, there's a different end button over here though, so I think it should be okay. It's just there's a stop and a pause button, so I'm just like, which one?